Is there an attack on rappers out here and music execs? Lil TJ was shot earlier this week. Chaka Zulu was shot yesterday. What's going on? Stay tuned. What up, y'all? It's your boy Queens Flip. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn your notifications on. Click the bell. Put it on all so you get notified when I upload or go live. Lil TJ was shot early this week. Now, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of funny stories, but people didn't have the facts from the affidavit. Let me just say this. First and foremost, I want to wish TJ a speedy recovery. My prayers to him and his family. It's unfortunate that a young man like that with a prominent career, somebody's trying to end it or take it away from him for whatever selfish reason. I personally think it's a setup. They were in the red Durango, and apparently, the guy that shot him, shot them, demanded them to get the jewelry or to take the jewelry out. And then he shot TJ a couple of times, and then one of his mans got shot, and then it's a bunch of conflicting stories. But what happened is that the guy that shot TJ and his man ended up getting shot as well. He was dropped off to the hospital in front of Lenox Hill, Upper East Side, and that's where police got him. They looked at the cameras. After he got shot, he was pulled into a white BMW. So now they're looking for the guy in the BMW. Somebody setting somebody up. It's a big thing. My thing is that you got to watch who's around you. How did that happen? How did they know TJ was in the red Durango? Did he follow them? Did he had to drop on TJ? Will we see somebody texting and saying something? Did they confiscate the phone? We're going to find out a lot of things during this past days, but it's unfortunate that you got to watch and pay attention to your circle. I'm not saying that even if one of the two guys didn't set TJ up in his circle, somebody set all three of them up then. It was a drop. First of all, Chipotle closes at 10 p.m. Let's stop with the Chipotle stories. Nobody was in Chipotle. All Chipotle closes at 10. All Chipotle closes at 10. Cut it out. Second of all, they found TJ leaned in the back of the car, or his mans, I'm not sure, at the Exxon gas station from the security car, according to witnesses. That's still a little skeptical. Maybe security picked TJ up when he got out the car or whatever and picked his mans up and drove him over there. Maybe a mile away, because he don't know if they're going to come back. He don't know what's going on. But apparently the shooter got dropped to the hospital 12:29 a.m. He was dragged into a BMW. It was a setup. Or they had a drop on him. It's unfortunate that somebody's career has to be attempted to cut short because of whatever. I don't know the details. I'm not the cops, the jury, or the judge, but I do know how unfortunate it is. I do know there's an attack on rappers, and I do know this doesn't look too good. Somebody gonna be telling. Apparently, they told exactly what happened. That the guy came up to the vehicle and tried to rob. They have an affidavit out there. Affidavits with statements according to police. I don't know if it's true. They could be lying. I don't know. I'm not neither of a law enforcement, but what I do know is that you got to be mindful. You got to be careful. You got to pay attention. We can't be out here moving around because, come on, it's 12 in the morning, man. Something don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's a complex area with complexes. It's a mixed area with complexes, stores. It be lit, but after a while, it dies down. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like we got to call it what a TI is. Something don't make sense. But I'll come back and talk about that. But what I'm saying is that they caught the shooter at the hospital. The shooter was caught at the hospital, Lenox Hill Hospital, Upper East Side. You know what I mean? And, yeah. Chaka Zulu was shot in Atlanta. Peachtree. One of the people that was with Shaka Zulu died. Now, Shaka Zulu helped start a Disturbing the Peace with Ludacris. And Shaka Zulu was also in the process of helping us get the deal with Spotify. You know, in 2019, he became the head of talent over there. And Steve Rifkins was talking to him on our behalf. And shout out to Shaka Zulu, man. You know what I mean? My prayers and stuff go out to him and his family. He tried to get us a deal. He tried to. And now they got the cameras. You out there trying to take Shaka Zulu life. Now, I don't know what Shaka Zulu was involved in. I'm not here to assume. See, a lot of y'all ridicule and get mad because you feel like, yo, you don't hold people accountable. You don't know what they were involved in, which is true. At the end of the day, it's like, you know, there's this new thing of shooting and embarrassing and trying to kill people publicly and on camera. You ain't supposed to shoot nobody. But let's stick to the subject. What do they have in prison? Do they have women in prison? Of course they have women in prison, but do they have integrated prison? Do they have women in the prison with the men? Let me go a little deeper. Do they have flat screen TVs and video games? And is New York City that unsafe where you want to just go to prison and fall asleep? What is your reason for wanting to go to prison? One man is dead. They got the cameras. One man is dead. Chaka is alive. And I want to send my condolences to the man who lost his life. 3 people were shot. People going to say, Flip, you don't know what he was into. You always caping. It's another black man shot. Another black man dead. Another black man shot. And another black man going to prison. 4 people were affected by this. Of course, you know, because of Chaka and his position in the industry, you know, a lot of us talk about it and stuff like that. You know, he attempted to help me get a deal with Spotify. We have the numbers, we have the email, we have everything. Steve Rifkins was working that situation out for us. It's unfortunate that these things are going on. People are being targeted. We got to be mindful. We got to pay attention. And French Montana said that, you know, you'll think people have love for you, but they don't. A lot of them want to just embarrass you, rob you, take your life. People that work hard. I think it's a setup with Tjay. I don't know Chaka's story too much, but he was in a parking lot late in the morning or late at night talking some business. I don't want to get into all that because I don't know. But I do know that we have to be mindful. And why is it so easy for us to try to take each other's life? When I get an update on the story, I will come back and talk more. I want to send my prayers to TJ's family, to Chaka's family. My condolences to the man who lost his life. You got to stay 10 tones down. And the society where we're going and the gun laws is changing, it's going to be a lot more shooting and a lot more protecting ourselves. It's easy to get guns. And it's harder to put them down. Queens.